Hey, good afternoon. Bob Trade Genius, 31st of May. And the market did pretty close to what I expected it to do per my video yesterday. So we have a shoulder here, really good sell off on Tuesday. Wednesday they drove back up. I said look for some more weakness on Thursday going into the payroll report. It was a smidgen weaker than I thought. I thought 2709 would hold, but it didn't. But there's a nice hammer here, and they really sold VXX off here at the end of the day because it was up 80 cents from here an hour before the close. So my expectation now is that if the plan I'm anticipating holds, that will roll back up tomorrow back to the point of control here and make it just impossible for people to predict. And then next week, I think we have a positive week on the market, and in anticipation to front run the Fed here as they raise interest rates again. That people, if they get worried about maybe selling after that report, I think they're going to want to try to run this thing higher. And if you look on this is my monthly magic channel here. I mean to here would be neutral, 2740 area, and then the dare to dream going into the end of next week would be around 2800, 2806 area, and this is still positively sloped. And like I said, I'm not going to worry too much about being short the market unless a double bottom like right here at 2680 area. If this area collapses and we fall back inside this channel, then it's Katie bar the door short. But you always have to play the long side first because that's what the probabilities tell you to do. Now flipping to the 5-minute, I want to actually shift to talk about binary options a little bit. We trade these, and we have a service for them, and we mostly we're big on the Forex on it because we have long-term probability calculators that give us very high return. But a lot of people like to trade the US 500, and since I trade the futures a lot, is that it's a nice adjunct here to trade. And so those of you who have a crypto account with us, we also have binary attached to it. And then I'm just going to be putting the trades in the chat room only for now through June. And in July, we'll have a separate place for those who want it to be able to get a signal right to their email, right to their phone. And so if you join the crypto room, we're running a special on crypto binaries attached to it, so you get that automatically if you go in the chat room. And then also you get the Crypto Express. So you get 3 for the price of 1. And if you buy that package and then I split the binaries out, you're grandfathered into the binaries, and so you can you won't lose access to it. And it's a nice way to pick up some nice trades and nice money, and it's also a good way to hedge if you like to if you want to hedge your Bitcoin and things of that nature too. We have Bitcoin spreads on the binaries as well. So check it out. So it's the crypto specials 1 and 2. Get the one you want. Starting tomorrow, where you won't see those prices ever again. Crypto Express will be broken out, and in July, crypto and binary and Express will be broken out. So take advantage of the offer right now because it's definitely worth it, and I think you'll profit from being a part of any of those services. So for tomorrow, just to talk binaries ahead of time, is that and if you trade this, you need to be able to at least put 3 lots together. I don't like to do more than $50 or $60 per trade I put on out of a 1 to 100 area, so that if you have a small account, you need to have at least 200 in there to be able to play it. Because like today, the first signal was a loss, but the second signal was a big winner, and you ended up net plus for the day. And so you need to be able to put multiple contracts into to trade the way we trade it, at least the way I'm going to trade it, and show you guys how to do it. So tomorrow, when it opens up, I'm looking at these right now, is that I'll probably put for an overnight whatever's closest to 2702. I'll put a buy order in with a price of between $50 and $60, and because you won't see it till unless you're in the chat room already, and I'll place it in the chat room when I make the trade. And so then we'll take it from there, and like I said, I'm expecting the market to go higher. If we don't get filled in the morning when I get up after the employment report, we'll take our first opportunity. And yeah, and that's that on that. So then I want to flip over to the other charts here, and first one I want to show you here too is that one of the things that I look for is that my primary trade is if I can get something that bounces off the VWAP here. That means it's consolidated into strength, and it's gonna keep moving higher. The other thing I look for is these washed out trades that blow through the Bollinger Band on the VWAP too. And this is right here. This is 5% below a moving VWAP, and it's below its Bollinger Band. And so now I'm looking for this to give me a buy signal, and I'm likely to get it here in the morning. And I think this would be a good trade, and I think it's probably a trade that'll make you at least 5%. So keep an eye on REMX. And then this was another trade that that was a washout trade, and that pushed up higher. Now it's bull flagging again. We're in this trade, slightly profitable, and I'm looking forward to move up to 11. So these are the kind of opportunities I look for when they blow through their Bollinger Bands here, and it gives you an opportunity to get something that's washed out. And remember, these are like magnets back. This is like the center of the earth, and this is gravity likes to bring these things in. So this gives you the best risk reward, because if it blows down from here, you know, you have a tight stop, but a lot of the selling was already out of this thing before we made an entry on it. So FYI on that. And then if we look at the like I said, VXX we took a position in today, is that you know, it's a falling VWAP as it always does. Broke through and came back in. Tried to test it a couple times today. I went out to June 15. I bought puts on a 34.50, and then after tomorrow's report, I'll see what it does and bring it down, or do a diagonal on it, and just manage it that way. And then one more too, that all the trades we have are profitable, or we took profit on. And Roku, I know we're in, but we're down on it. It's just that it's consolidating a 20% move here. So I believe in the secular story. This is one of those that if you just are patient, and you can kind of ride this thing out, or you can sell some calls against it. I think we're going to be rewarded in the high 40s on this thing pretty soon. And then let's see what else I want to show you here. Let me show you GDX. It was kind of flattish on the day. My miners were kind of a mixed bag, and it's just consolidating. It's making higher lows underneath VWAP, and I'm just ready for this thing to rock. It may take all the way to the Fed meeting for it to do so, but make no mistake, they I think are seeing the light here with Europe. I don't know how much harder they can press the bet, but people are going to start trying to bail out. And if you just look at Deutsche Bank, that's all you need to know about the banking system, okay? And Deutsche Bank's in big trouble, and it's gonna need to be restructured or turned off, or whatever they're going to do to it. And that's going to force more people into cryptos. And if you notice, Bitcoin's holding its value here, and I'm sure Phil will be moving his stop up on this thing, but now it's closing in on 7,600. And if you check some of the videos out Phil did earlier today and yesterday, he's giving you guys some good levels to look for. So just check those videos out. Anyway, thanks for listening, and enjoy your day. And like I said, check us out at TradeGeniusAcademy.com, and let us know how we can help you make money nearly every day in the markets. Have a good one. Bye-bye.